Hey guys, as y'all know, JD Vance has been in the news a lot recently. Well, he just told European leaders point blank, don't use AI to tighten the screws on U.S. free speech. Check out the clip here.
Level playing field. Now, with the president's recent executive order on AI, we're developing an AI action plan that avoids an overly precautionary regulatory regime while ensuring that all Americans benefit from the technology and its transformative potential. Now, we invite your countries to work with us and to follow that model if it makes sense for your nations. However, the Trump administration is troubled by reports that some foreign governments are considering tightening the screws on U.S. tech companies with international footprints. Now, America cannot and will not accept that, and we think it's a terrible mistake, not just for the United States of America, but for your own countries. The U.S. innovators of all sizes already know what it's like to deal with onerous international rules. Many of our most productive tech companies are forced to deal with the EU's Digital Services Act and the massive regulations it created about taking down content and policing so-called misinformation. And of course, we want to ensure the internet is a safe place, but it is one thing to prevent a predator from preying on a child on the internet, and it is something quite different to prevent a grown man or woman from accessing an opinion that the government thinks is misinformation. Meanwhile, for smaller firms, navigating the GDPR means paying endless legal compliance costs or otherwise risking massive fines. Now, for some, the easiest way to avoid the dilemma has been to simply block EU users in the first place. Is this really the future that we want? Ladies and gentlemen, I think the answer for all of us should be no. Now, there's no issue where we worry about more than regulation when it comes to energy. And again, I appreciated the comments of so many at the conference because they recognize that we stand now at the frontier of an AI industry that is hungry for reliable power and high-quality semiconductors. Yet too many of our friends are deindustrializing on the one hand and chasing reliable power out of their nations and off their grids with the other. The AI future is not going to be won by hand-wringing about safety. It will be won by building, from reliable power plants to the manufacturing facilities that can produce the chips of the future.
Okay, now guys, before we dive in, don't forget to like this video. It helps spread the message and push back against AI censorship. All right, let's get into this. All right, so because JD Vance offered a powerful warning. At the AI summit in Paris, Vice President JD Vance laid it out clearly. He said AI must not be weaponized against free speech. The Trump administration is working on an AI action plan that avoids crushing innovation with overregulation. Foreign governments tightening the screws on U.S. technology. Vance called out European leaders for considering policies that would restrict U.S. tech companies through heavy-handed AI laws. He made it very clear when he said, America will not accept this. The Digital Services Act forces tech companies to police so-called misinformation. The GDPR, or General Data Protection Regulation, creates huge compliance costs, making it hard for startups to compete. Some companies simply block EU users instead of dealing with the endless regulations. Now, the dangerous future of AI censorship, Vance drew a very clear key distinction here. He said preventing actual crime, like online predators, is a good regulation. Thumbs up, right? But preventing adults from seeing opinions that the government dislikes, that is tyranny. Yeah, tyranny. AI development depends on reliable energy and semiconductor manufacturing, but many of these same nations are pushing AI restrictions, and they're also deindustrializing, shutting down reliable power sources. How does that make sense? If you need more power to run AI, then why are we cutting back on power? Guys, let me know what you think about this. Should European governments have the power to censor American companies? Is AI going to be a tool for free speech, or is it just another excuse to control information? And do you think big tech is going to fight back, or do you think they're going to comply with these overreaching laws? Drop a comment down below, guys. Let's talk about it. And do me a big favor as well. If you want to support the channel, guys, I can't believe how this channel has grown in the last few days and weeks. My hats are off to you guys. Y'all are amazing. Love my fans, love my supporters, guys. Couldn't do this without you. If you want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. Your support helps us keep covering stories that the mainstream media won't touch, and that is my goal every day. Again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing if you're not a subscriber. Join the community. Let's make a difference for this great country. Okay, guys, y'all take it easy. I'll see you later with another update.